I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them.
Great morning! Great morning! I don't know what happened to my speaker this morning. We got to keep going. Great morning! Great morning! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey. Great morning, y'all. Hey, great morning, great morning, great morning. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Great morning, Queenie. Let's go. Great morning. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Great morning, Bigo. Great morning, MGC bosses. Great morning, everybody over here from Facebook, all the way from Instagram. Wow, I am super excited this morning because we're just getting closer and closer to the event. And every day that I wake up and I start thinking about the event, I just think about all of the surprises that I have for people who have decided to be a part of this event. It's going to be an amazing event. We're going to have some fun. We're going to drink. We're going to learn. We're going to listen. And we're going to hear some amazing stories and create our own new story. For those of you guys who have never, ever done a vision board before, I think that this will be one of the perfect times, that you put a great vision board together. So therefore, you can actually see your future, create your future. I remember when we had Hurricane Andrew years ago, I ended up going to New York and I saw this saying, and I've always used that saying: the only way to predict the future is to create it. I use that for for my publishing company because it's so much the truth. The only way for you to predict the future is if you create it. How are you creating your future? What are you telling your future? What do you wish to have? What are you looking at? What do you see for yourself? What do you see through that lens of yours, of your eyes? What do you see? Do you see yourself, traveling the world? Do you see yourself? Because some of us can't really see ourselves doing but so little. Some of us can only see ourselves only but doing so little. And we can hear it in the way that you talk. We can hear it in the way that you think. So I've always been predicting my future because of the simple fact that I've always been creating it to be bigger. The only way to predict the future is to create it. And I would use that tagline. Theirs was a little different, but I created that one. There was it was something similar, but it wasn't that. That's the one that I created. And I want you guys to understand that. The only way for anyone to predict the future is if they create it. This morning, I was trying to get up and running with you guys, but all of a sudden when I'm playing the music wasn't playing. I was like, well, what the hell is going on with the speaker? And I thought that it was the computer, but it wasn't the computer. It must be my aux cord probably just burnt out or something. But I was writing down on the board. I wrote down on the board, true knowledge begins in the mornings. Great morning, Kitty Minaj. True knowledge begins in the morning. Today is Wisdom Wednesday. And I kind of pulled out my book this morning. Do you ever realize when you wake up early in the mornings, sometimes it's really, really quiet. It's very, very quiet in the mornings. That's when everybody is still asleep, but you may be the only one that's up. And everybody is sleeping. You're really thinking. You're up thinking and you're quiet. And usually, before we had social media, we weren't doing nothing. We probably would get on the phone and start calling somebody. But now that we have social media, the first thing we do is we start strolling through Instagram to see what we missed. And I don't do that anymore. I used to. I ain't missed nothing. And I know that now. But when we wake up early in the morning, the best thing for us to do is to gather all of our energies. Gather all of our energies together so therefore we can go higher throughout that day. And what I mean by that is that the true knowledge really begins in the morning. When you get up early in the morning, your knowledge is beginning. Whatever you are you are receiving as far as reading, listening to early in the mornings, you got to be very, 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 very careful. Very, very careful of the things that you receive in the mornings. One little thing can throw you off from where it is that you're trying to go. You got to wake up early in the morning and you got to say to yourself, I'm ready to go higher. I'm ready to go higher. You got to say, yesterday I went higher, but today I'm going higher. I went high yesterday, but today I'm going higher. How are we doing this? What are we learning? Are you putting personal development inside of your brain? See, because one thing for certain and two things for sure is that I used to always hear this one little saying, a program director at a radio station. Program director. What do they get paid to do? A program director. I used to always hear that and never understood what it is or what this person was until after I got fully into music and I started to pay attention. Program director. Program director. When we're listening to music, we're being programmed. When we're watching TV, we're being programmed. So it's very, very important that you learn how to step aside from the TV and you learn to step aside from the radio and you learn to program yourself. Program yourself with all of the capabilities that are going to take you to where you need to go. Am I saying that you shouldn't listen to music? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that you have to learn how to program yourself. Program yourself with personal development to where you are now learning the importance of being disciplined, where you are now learning the importance of being consistent, where you're now learning the importance of learning to multitask. Do you know that multitasking is one of the biggest things that people can't do? People can't multitask because they're only used to doing one thing. Once they start to do two different things, they start fumbling on both of them. How do I know that? Because I was one of those persons that when it came down to multitasking, I would drop the ball. Where it came down to multitasking to where I'm supposed to be posting a picture, then I'm supposed to be going back and getting a video, and I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm supposed to be talking about the project. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing that. Then I don't do anything. You got to really, really learn to program yourself. I'm talking about it takes a few minutes with every morning that you get up. I've given a lot of you guys Think and Grow Rich to listen to. And you know, we always speak on that everything that we do is psychological, numerical, and duplicatable, right? Our business is psychological, numerical, and duplicatable. The psychological part is that we know, if you've listened to the personal development, the way that we know is because we've listened to it and we know certain things that you would start doing that you probably haven't started doing yet. We know that you haven't did the Think and Grow Rich yet because of the simple fact that there's a task right in the beginning of Think and Grow Rich that you still haven't tapped into yet. We know if you've listened to your personal development because there's a certain way that you would stop talking. There's a certain way that you'll start believing. Everything will start to shift and to change for you when you really start to listen. But see, this is what it all takes. It takes for someone who is coachable to do those things. And see, a lot of times we say that we're coachable, but we're really not. And usually not being coachable will lead us right where we started. Right where we started. To where we're looking back days after the coach is no longer available and you're trying to still figure out your life. See, it was all the danger of familiarity with me to when I first started to do this business with Coach Stormy, to where it was like watching her and to do this business, I didn't really take it serious because I had other means of making money. National. Who's a national? Because of the simple fact that I sat and I just waited for Coach Stormy to roll the red carpet out for me because I felt like she was my friend. And because she's my friend, she's going to just tell me all about this business. But because it was so psychological, she never, ever, ever rolled the red carpet out for me. She made me figure it out. She wanted to see if I really wanted this. And when I realized that I really wanted it, I began to make all of the right actions. The same as to each and every one of you guys. If you really, truly want something, you make it happen. Or you make an excuse. There's no in between. There is no in between when we want something. We make an excuse or we make it happen. Think about all of the times that you wanted something and you wanted it really, really, really bad. Some of us lied for it. Some of us stole it. Some of us cried for it. Some of us begged for it. Some of us went hard for it. You wanted it and you made it happen. But think about all of the times when you didn't really want something or you didn't care to make it happen. You lied and said, my coach just was, I don't know. It just didn't work. We got to look at those things and we got to say to ourselves that if we really truly want something, we're going to make it happen. And it goes for everything that we do. The same plan, the same blueprint. If you want to make national, if you want to make regional, if you want to make $3,000 a week, if you want to make $5,000 a week, you're going to get your ass up and you're going to learn exactly what it takes to make it happen. You're not going to be looking for no handout. You're not going to be waiting for somebody to give you something. Because a lot of us have that virus. A lot of us have that virus to where We want people to give us stuff. We want people to give us stuff. We feel like people owe us stuff. We don't want to work for stuff, but we want to feel as if I deserve that. The sense of entitlement. No, no, no. The power is in when you work for it. Whenever you work for whatever it is that you want, when you work for it, it's an energy that comes inside of you that lets you know how hard it took for you to get whatever it is that you were trying to get. And when you got it, you appreciate it. I always say this. If a man gives you something without hard work and efforts, you will never ever know how to appreciate that. Giving a child a brand new car at 16 years old sometimes may not be too good. A child may need a used car at 16. So therefore they can see what it feels like to ride around in a not so swell car, to where the road is a little bumpy, to where that now when they see other people, other kids in all of these other cars, they understand the difference when they get a brand new car. Just giving them a brand new car for what? Because you got the money? No. 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 Don't just give somebody the top tier of everything in the beginning. Let them work for it. Let them understand that the harder that they work, the more they will be congratulated. And they'll earn more with their hard works. But giving somebody something straight off of the rip, guess what? They'll never appreciate it. And 9 times out of 10, they may never appreciate you because you gave them too much too soon. The knowledge starts in the morning. From the time that you open up your eyes and you're laying down in your bed, you have a choice. You have a choice to pray or grab your cell phone. You have a choice to open up your blinds, walk outside and give thanks for being alive, or look at your cell phone. You have so much more of a choice to where you could actually just go to your YouTube. This is one of the biggest ones. You can go to your YouTube and type in where you want to go. You can type in on your YouTube where you want to go. Do you want to go with Eric Thomas? Do you want to go with Coach Stormy? Do you want to go with Think and Grow Rich? Where do you want to go? Think about this. Every time that you get up, where do you go? Where do you go when you get up early in the morning? Do you go to the blogs? Do you go to the blogs to see what's going on in Future's life? To see what's going on in Whoever celebrity's life, do you wake up early in the morning to be nosy? Being nosy is not going to pay your bills. What you're being nosy about somebody else's life is helping them to pay their bills. Les Brown. Where do you go early in the mornings with your knowledge? Where do you go? Where do you transport yourself? Where do you transport your mind? Where do you zone out to? See, because yes, we do meditation at 9:00 with Coach Stormy, but the real meditation begins when you open up your eyes. What are you learning in the meditation with Coach Stormy? Are you just sitting there and you're just listening to the bowl ring and you just got your eyes closed to just be emotional? Are you really, really taking it serious? Because see, where I go at early in the morning, I take myself all over the world. I take myself higher than the clouds. I believe every morning that I wake up that I'm going to go higher the next day and the next day. And I put in great expectations for nothing but good. So I'm very, very, very careful of the things that I go and I look at. Go look at my followers. I don't follow any blogs. I don't. If you go and look at most of my followers, you'll see I probably only follow now is home building stuff, because that's the level where I'm at right now. I'm at the point where I'm now forging my future with seeing the best of different homes. So therefore, when I start decorating my house, that I get the best of the best. There's nothing else that I need to be looking at. I know to go take my personal development. I know how to do that. What are you doing in the mornings? What are you doing in the mornings? Where is your frequency in the mornings? Seriously, this is something that's really, really deep. Something that's really, 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 really deep. Excuse me. Early in the mornings, are you jumping from different people's pages, being nosy? Are you on live early in the morning talking about nothing? Why even be on social media sometimes, 5:00 in the morning, when you could be writing your book? You know why you can't do it? It's because it takes too much energy. But then we always make the excuse, we don't have the time. We have the time to do anything that we want to do. Anything that we want to do. But we're rubbing it off because we've been programmed by social media. Some of us don't even realize how addicted we are to social media. Some of us are so addicted to it, we have fake pages. And we believe that we're the fake page of the person that's on the fake page. That's too much energy. It's too much energy. That could be your business page. That could be your business page. You could be having a whole business going on, but you get under that fake page and you just go spam people's pages. Some of us have the most amazing talents, but we're afraid to release those talents because of the simple fact we're afraid people are going to judge us. Some of y'all are so talented. Some of y'all have so many special gifts, but you're not even using your gifts to make room for you. Yeah, the Forex people don't play. They don't play. Seriously. Think about it. I really want y'all to think about it. Everything starts in the morning. Everything starts in the morning. Everything starts in the morning. Your thoughts. Your brain is opening up. Your third eye is opening up. Y'all drop me some questions down in the box. Let's get into this business, because there's a lot of people that have been tuning in, watching, and have questions about our business. So let's get some questions down in the box, so therefore we can get some questions answered. We want to answer questions about the business. Okay? Questions about the business. If you have any concerns, if you've been trying to win with the business, drop the questions down in the box. While y'all doing that, I'm going to read from this book. And this is what it says right here. You know, Stormy told me, she said, just pick a page. So I picked the page. Humility is a greater virtue than deferring death. It triumphs over vanity and conceit. Conquer them in yourself first. I tell you, if these things were silent, the very walls would cry out. If a blind person leads a blind person, both of them will fall in a hole. If a blind person leads a blind person, both of them will fall in a hole. Wow. That's why it's very important that you understand who to be coachable with. Who's teaching you? Who's teaching you? Who's giving you the blueprint? Who's giving you the directions? Who is it? If a person is detected in a dishonest transaction, trouble is their destiny and corruption their friend. If a person is detected in a dishonest transaction, trouble is their destiny and corruption their friend. If a person speaks too freely about what he has seen, be cautious about revealing anything to him or her. If a person speaks too freely about what she or he has seen, be cautious about revealing anything to her or him. If one is whole, one will be filled with light. But if one is divided, one will be filled with darkness. If one navigates unknown waters blindly, one risks shipwreck. Therefore, leave the one in error who loves their own error. I'm going to read that again. If one navigates unknown waters blindly, one risks shipwreck. Y'all listening to this? If one navigates unknown waters blindly, one risks shipwreck. Therefore, leave the one in error who loves their own error. If the heart rules, conscience takes the place of the rod. If the master teaches what is error, the disciple's submission is slavery. If he teaches truth, the submission is an ennoblement. If we do not take action now, we will settle for nothing later. If you are a great person, don't let people cheapen you to the bargain basement prices so that you can have company. Be alone if you have to, but never settle. Know your worth. I think I want to leave that with y'all today. I want to leave that with y'all today because I think that this is what some of y'all need to hear. If you are a great person, some of y'all need to hear this. I know some of y'all need to hear this. Okay? I know this is resonating with a lot of y'all right now. If you are a great person, don't let people cheapen you to the bargain basement prices so you can have company. You hear that? Do you hear that? Don't let people bargain you down to make you feel like, oh, here. No. Be alone if you have to, but never settle. Know your worth. Listen to this. I thought I was going to stop, but the book keep getting good. If you are investigating the character of a colleague, do not make inquiry of someone who is close to him. Rather, conduct your business with him alone until you are no more ambiguous about his personality. That means until you're really clear. If you are searching for a netter, observe nature. If you are vain and inconsistent, if you are vain and inconstant, you can be anything but weak. Inconstancy is connected with vanity. Avoid the danger of one, and you will escape the mischief of the other. Value is determined by sacrifice. Wisdom Wednesdays. We wake up on Wednesday and we call it hump day, some of us. But I look at this day like any other day. Honestly, I do. I look at it like Monday. I wake up with the same energy that I have on Monday. And when I have that same energy that I have on Monday, I'm already on fire. I'm already on fire enough to where that I treat every day like Monday. So I'm always giving Monday energy. Always giving Monday's energy to make sure that I'm staying on top of myself. What are you doing in the mornings though? What are you doing when you wake up early in the mornings? Only you know. Some of us. Only you know what you are secretly doing, what you are privately doing when you wake up early in the mornings, and what your missions are and tasks are. You can't say that you don't have time to do personal development because you have to drive to work. You can listen to personal development in your car. You can't say that you don't have time to predict your future because you create it. You create your future. Everything that you do, you program direct it. Just like the radio station. Let me give you a prime example. Have you ever heard a song on the radio that you knew was stupid? You knew it was stupid, but you heard it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then now you like that stupid song? One of the stupidest songs you've ever heard. You knew it was a stupid song the first time that you heard it. But because you listen to it so many times, now you know the words. You're walking around the house saying the words. Now you found yourself dancing to it because you listen to the radio so much. They got you. Now you love the song. Now you know how to do the dance. That's how you got to start programming yourself. That's how you got to start programming yourself for your future. That's how you got to start listening to personal development. That's how you got to start listening to transformation parties. So therefore you can learn how they're speaking in the transformation parties. And then now you can speak the same way. Same energy, same difference. What are you telling yourself early in the mornings? Something that you guys got to really dig into. Everything starts in the morning. Everything starts in the morning. It's usually quiet. Usually sometimes I wake up like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And if I'm not careful, I could lead off and start doing the wrong thing. But because I'm so aware that I need to be doing the right thing at all times, I would just go to a personal development if I wake up that type of morning. And I would just listen. Because I would know that I'm programming myself to learn more. See, because the more knowledge is not power. The power is what you do with the knowledge. The power is what you do with the knowledge. So you got to really, really, really be super careful with all of that stuff. Seriously. I really want y'all to understand. So, guys, there's a lot of people that also said they wanted to be volunteers for the Vision Board weekend. If you want to be a volunteer, I think I'm going to pick maybe like 10 to 12 people. Once I pick you, I'm going to put you inside of a group chat. So therefore we can get some understanding of stuff. Also, if you guys have any magazines that you would like to donate to the event, please let me know that you have some. Send them to me ASAP. As many as magazines that you have, the better. Because you got to remember, we are painting people's future. So the more of a vision that people can have to see for themselves, then, the better. So I really, truly, 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 want you guys to send me over any magazines if you have them. Yeah, I woke up with that on my mind today. It's like it's so quiet early in the morning. It's so quiet early in the morning. And it gives you room to think. Yeah, she has 2 tickets if somebody wants to come. So listen. What are you doing in the mornings? Jet magazines. Y'all discuss that offline. Yeah. What are you guys doing in the mornings? Okay, Jess. Thank you. So guys, it's time for us to get prepared with Coach Stormy. She's about to give us a meditation this morning. I'm just pretty much just wondering, what are you guys doing when you wake up early in the morning? What are you doing when you wake up early in the morning? Put down the blogs. Put down the shade rooms. Put down all of that stuff. You guys got to know that other people's business is other people's business. It's not your business. Other people's business is other people's business. You ain't missing nothing. Build your own business. Get up early in the mornings. Start giving thanks. Start predicting your future. Let's go. Yes, let's go. I'm super, super, super excited for this week. Well, for next week. I'm so happy to all of the people that hit their ranks, that I asked to hit their rank, and they did it. I'm super excited for Miss Spades. I don't know what the hell Marquita talking about. She always jump on the live and say stuff, and then she'll say something about, oh, she going national, and then you don't hear nothing back from her for 3 weeks. So I don't know what Marquita's talking about. But what are you doing early in the mornings? What are you doing? You know I'm telling the truth, Marquita. Tell me. Tell me before we go. Tell me that you're going to start predicting your future. That you're going to start speaking positive affirmations. That you're going to now allow yourself to appreciate everything that you have, that you don't want anything to be given to you, that you want to work for it because you want to be able to appreciate it. You don't want any handouts. Seriously. So all of the volunteers, make sure you go ahead and send me a DM. I don't know what happened to the music. Speaker gave out.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken heart.
It's time to go get on with Coach Stormy. Thank you all for getting on this morning. I just had to tap in with what my spirit was. You guys got to really tap into this personal development stuff. Some of y'all don't even know what it is, but I can guarantee you I'm telling you. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Tomorrow is training Thursdays. I will do a training tomorrow. Okay? Gonna do a training so therefore I could show you guys how to go make some money. If you haven't realized, it's always the same thing. Nothing has changed. You just got to get out and make it happen. Great morning, everybody. Great morning, everybody. Lift your energy up high Every day is Monday. Every day is time to be excited. See you guys. It's time to go join on with Coach Stormy. I had an amazing day with y'all just by sharing what my inner being wanted to let you guys know. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.